worldwide. You can take these skills anywhere in the world. Alright, cool. So I'm going to talk about just some skills that are really super valuable, because we've got like all these guys that haven't got basic skills that everyone seems to know how to do. They all know how to use a mobile phone, but when it comes to using their hands, there's a whole shortage of guys that have got really simple skills, and they're the sort of skills that we can use in so many companies around Australia, and it's just a massive shortage of guys that actually got these basic skills. And the skills are just for remedial, which is fixing things, how to fix buildings or how to do repairs and do replacements on buildings, because the maintenance on the outside of buildings is massive, and it's just a continual process through Australia, maintaining all of the buildings, and the companies need really skilled guys. So I've put together this series, and what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to also demonstrate how to use different tools and do the different applications that we apply in Townview, and the ones that I'll go through to start with, and then of course in the future there'll be more, because we'll refine more skills in each of those areas. But we're going to go through how to do silicone joints or expansion joints, which you'll see silicone joints in bathrooms and on buildings and all over the place. They're in such a large amount in kitchens and everywhere. You know, they're all over the place, but we don't sort of notice them. So the expansion joints is one that I'm going to go through. Window cleaning, how to clean windows professionally. We're going to do a little module on painting, just how to do basic painting, how to get it really a good professional finish. How to do render repairs, so basic rendering, which is really common. The render fails on a lot of the buildings in Sydney and Australia worldwide. You can take these skills anywhere in the world. Concrete repairs, which is also known as concrete cancer. How do we get the cancer out and then fix the concrete so it's a nice repaired area? And one skill which I'll go over separately is masking, how to mask up an edge and to get a beautiful straight edge, because guys sort of have a little bit of trouble with it. They just haven't been shown how to do masking properly, and once you can do it, it's really quick. But guys, a guy who doesn't know how to do it will take 10 times longer than a guy who knows how to mask out an area. So that's using
masking.
Masking is
No definition.
Masking is using this tape. So you get the tape and you run through an edge and you put it there, and so you got the edge there. So that edge, when you paint down it, you got a dead straight line. Or when you put a joint down it, and then you take the joint, you peel it off the wall. So you put the joint there, you finish it, and when you peel it off, you get a beautiful dead straight line. So that skill is called masking. Measuring is a skill which is really not trained into people, even though kids go through mathematics at school. If you say to someone, can you cut it at 1200 or can you cut that 1800, they sort of don't know what they're talking about. Or just give me a 90-degree angle, cut down 800 and come back 90 degrees for a metre. They sort of don't know that language, what we're talking about. So I'm going to go through measuring so they can understand how to measure on any job site, and guys will understand when they get an order, they're going to know what the order means. I'm going to go through a little module on how to do reporting, so you can do a report that's logical, and you can report on a wall, on area, and then you can present that report with some photographs, and then someone can look at it and go, oh, they can understand it without having to go and look at the wall themselves. They can look at the report and they can logically see the locations of the different parts on the wall that are being reported on. So just a really simple series on how to do so, and a little bit of a software tools that you can use for doing reporting as well. There's tons there, tons of free stuff, but how to use software so you can get a really simple report with the photographs and diagrams if you need to, and descriptions, so that your boss or your customer can get the report, and then they can basically see what needs to be done on the wall, right? A little bit on setup, so setting up a job site. What are the priorities for setting up a job site, and how do you protect the area that you're working on? Protect the area you're working on and protect the workers around you, or the pedestrians and people around you. So just a little bit of a basics on setting up a job site. And finally, I'll do a run through on just on safety paperwork, because you can't work these days without having the safety paperwork in place. It's illegal to do so. So just taking through the basics of how to put the safety paperwork together, and it shouldn't be a hindrance to the job. The safety paperwork should aid the process of the job being done, so that the work process is done logically, it's done in a safe manner and a professional manner, and at the end of it you've got a really high quality result which is going to be handed across to the customer, and of course they're willing to pay for. Cool. So that's the intro, and from there we're going to go to, I'm going to start with the first demonstration, so I'll show you how they work, alright?